Hi guys, ran into a few problems with this 2007 Mercedes C230 and thought I would share a little something with you. On these, the ambient air temperature sensor tends to get ripped off when you hit a curb and knock out your front fog light. Typically, after that happens, you have the wires hanging down, but in this case, there are no wires hanging down. They got completely torn out. So what we've got here is a situation where Mercedes will not release any of the wiring diagrams so that you can see where those wires connect to, nor will they even release where the ambient air temperature sensor is. And you know this has happened to you because what'll happen on your dash is it'll say it's 185 degrees outside, and obviously it's not 185 degrees out. It also kicks off the check engine light, so in many states you won't be able to pass inspection, which is the case here in Texas. So what you have is you can see where the fog light used to be, and right here, this little O-ring type deal is where the ambient air temperature sensor slides into. Now Mercedes will sell a plug that you have to actually make yourself, and then you have to wire it on your own using your own supplied wire to get it back up. But normally the harness, and you can see right here, this is the harness to the outside side marker light. Normally the harness runs from up here down to the fog light, the back of the fog light, and to the ambient air temperature sensor. In this case, you can see there is no harness going up. All you've got is just that side marker light harness. So here's what we found after digging. Let this down. Unfortunately, there was no data on even where the ambient air temperature sensor was, so we contacted Mitchell. They at least told us where it was, so we had an idea of where to start looking. And we knew it was on that side. We found the mount, and here's what we found with the wiring. As you can see, we had to open up the wiring harness, and there's nothing left of the fog light. So what we've got here, we've got the fog light ground, which actually goes, that's the fog light ground, and it actually goes to the ground on the body. And then the thicker green one right here, this thicker green one is the power to the fog light. Then the thinner green one that you see right here, that is the power to the ambient air temp sensor. And then this brown one right here is, this little brown one right here is the ground to the ambient air temp sensor. So what you've got to do is buy a new ambient air temperature sensor, buy a new plug that you have to assemble yourself, and then run a wire from these two down to where it mounts under the fog light, by the fog light, and plug it in, and your engine light will go off and you will get a normal outside temperature reading. I hope this helps people, because there really isn't much information on these Mercedes, and I'm just trying to help some poor guy out that managed to smack a curb. Thanks.